Yes, this is a super advanced application online based on Bootstrap and HTML and jQuery. It's just to show what is possible to do. I think it's important that you all know and see what is possible to do, and it makes the uh, internet application super fast when you do it this way. The first things you have to do is, of course, you have to include the different parts of jQuery and Bootstrap and so on, which is done here, as you can see. And you have to set up some uh, variables, you have to set up some files, you have to set up some logs and stuff like that. But this is normal. This is typical programming. So this is not nothing new for you. What the technique I'm using is I'm opening kind of windows in the Bootstrap system, and I'm using session variables a lot. I'm from Denmark, so you can see here, for example, it's a session variable from Denmark. And this way of programming is very effective. It's very fast, and it's really good for the user to use it. I will demonstrate the actual application. You can go online and see the application. It works very fast. What I do is I use Div a lot. Div is very effective. It's very fast, and you have a lot of possibilities in Div. So if we take, for example, this one, show help, which is just a help Div. As you can see, I have an ID, show help, and when you click, I call a function called show help. If we go to show help, if I can find it, it opens a window which is another link, and it goes very fast. It's a very effective way of programming applications online. Um, on top of that, I use Bootstrap and jQuery, hiding and unhiding screens. So actually, this application here, if we go down to the bottom, you will see that we are talking about nearly 2,000 lines of code. But on the other hand, it doesn't matter. You can have, if you take Booking.com, it varies from 5,000 to 30,000 lines of code. So it doesn't matter. The lines of code doesn't matter anymore in your browsers. So if you program like this, hiding and unhiding different screens, it goes very fast, and the user get very satisfied. Of course, uh, you have to use a lot of programming techniques. you have to be able to do the logic. This is of course important, but most programmers are able to do this, so this is not a problem. The other thing is that if you use this kind of technique, you also have to consider what kind of browser the user is using. And here's a good example that I'm checking what kind of browser they're using, because Safari is by far the most primitive browser that exists. It has the slowest performance and absolutely the less functionality than any other browser that exists. Safari is probably the worst. Not worst, that's a wrong word, but you should be very careful to be integrated with Safari. Safari is yeah, it's a very I will say Safari is 5, 6, 7 years behind all other browsers. So you have to check for Safari. You really have to do that. If you don't do that, your application will crash. So what you see here is examples of I'm checking for Safari, because Safari is it will make your application look bad, and it will make your application worse, because the technology in Safari is so old and so bad that it's really you have to be very careful when you program applications for web, because this is a real web application, as you can see. I just want to scroll very fast up and down, so you can see that the code, I don't want to go through the code now. We can do that another day, but as you can see, it's actually an application. It's not a website. It's an application, and the only thing I had to consider was Safari, because Safari is so old-fashioned, so non-effective, that you have to be very, very, very careful when you program web applications. So this I'm only showing you this to I hope it will help your I just hope it will help to show all this. All these things, as you see here, is quite advanced, and I will go through it later on another day, what's actually is going on. But as you can see, it's a full-grown application. You can go on the website and see how it works. It's a public website, and it's running, and I think we have probably 3 or 4 thousand users already on the website in Denmark alone, which is a lot. I just want to show that you have to be careful with Safari. Yeah? And I want to show that you have a possibility to make a full-grown application online.